Today's video is on adding a ring to a chain of rings, the Turk's head chain. People who already know how to tie rings are going to see how to do a more interesting project. So here's a chain. It's just a series of Turk's head rings. Each one is tied into the next. I tie them all the same way, using the same fixture. It wouldn't work too well if there weren't the same number of loops on each one, so you just use the same fixture for each one. Slide it on there. Kind of hard to see that. Let's zoom in just a bit. It'll be easier to see the holes maybe. So you slide the ring up to the holes you're going to use. You make sure you can see the hole through the loop. Then you start putting pegs in. Just like when I'm making a regular ring, I put pegs in each hole around the circuit. This particular fixture has 7 holes. And these pegs are well worn, so I can put them in with my fingers. Not always that easy. So we've got all 7 pegs, each one going through a loop. We add the next row of pegs. Doesn't matter if it's the same size ring as the other, it's just have to have the same number of loops. Okay, now, in order to make it a chain, you have to tie the ring into the other rings. So the wire has to pass through a loop every time it comes around to that row of pegs. And there's a direction that'll work and a direction that won't. It won't be at all easy to do it wrong, so don't worry about it. If you're doing it at all, you're doing it right. So it goes around the outside peg and then comes back to the peg close to the existing chain. You notice that the wire lays right next to the wire that's already there. So each time it goes around a peg, it goes through a loop, and you tuck it back. The regular looping turn that I show in the DVD and that you learn in the workshops if you've attended one. That's all you really need to do there. You just keep making it. Same ring over and over again. This particular chain is going to end up with 30 links altogether. So, make that ring, make another one, make another one. You solder them closed each time. I'm not a bench jeweler. I do it the way I do it. I highly recommend learning to do it right from somebody who knows what they're doing. Here you can see that I've got the ends of the wire together and I'm running the torch over it. First I move it back and forth to get everything hot, and then I concentrate in one spot. And once you've got enough heat there, the metal will flow together. This is fine silver, 999 pure. If you were doing it with sterling, you would use solder. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helps.